Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial we'll write a Python program to display a multiplication table. Our output will look like this: multiplication symbol, and here column number and row number, and here product of row and column. Alright, next let's write the program. In the Python file, first we'll ask the user to enter the size of table. For that we'll use input function, and table size is an integer value. That's why we'll convert this input to integer using this int function. This is our output, and to display this multiplication table, first we'll divide our output into different sections. So here this is our first section, second section, third section and fourth section. First let's write the code for the first section. In the first section we want to print the multiplication table. For that we'll use print function and the symbol. Let's format this string using fstring, and I'll use center alignment and width as 4. We are done. Save and execute, and here you can see the symbol. Next, here we want to print this symbol also. Done. We are done with the first section. In the next section we want to print column numbers. The first column number is 1 and the last column number is 5, that is the size of the table. Let's print this. For the section 2, let's use for loop. I'll take the variable name as column number and we'll use range function and range from 1 to size plus 1. If size is 10, then we'll get the column number from 1 to 10. We want to print that, so here print column number, and also let's format this using fstring. Use center alignment and width as 4 like this, and close. And we need to print this section 1 and section 2 in the same line. For that let's use end parameter. Take end value as space in the print function like this. Save and execute, and we are done with the first section and second section. Next, in the third section we want to print this line. For that we'll use print function. Here use print. Then we want to print this character in the line. How many times? 5 multiply size plus 5. Why? That is because here we can see width of our column number is 4 and we took end as space, so total width is 5. So we'll take 5 multiply size. It will print this symbol this many times. Then why this plus 5? That is because of this symbol. We'll print this symbol, width of this is 4 as well as this space. So 4 plus 1 is 5, so we'll get plus 5. Let's save this and execute this. 5. Okay, here you can see this, but we don't want this in this line, right? In the same line. So just use /n here and concatenate it like this. Now if I save this and execute this, here you can see the output. So we are done with the section 1, section 2 and section 3. Next, let's talk about part 4, the last section. Here we want to print row numbers. In this row, first we want row number followed by the symbol. Then we want 1 multiply 1, 1 multiply 2, 1 multiply 3, 1 multiply 4, 1 multiply 5, like that. So to print this, we'll use nested for loops. One for loop is for row, and here at the beginning of every row, we want to print row number. So let's print that row. We need to format this. Center alignment for width like this. Then followed by that symbol, and we are done. And also we want to print next numbers in the same line. That's why I'll use end as space. Next, let's take for loop for column. That is, we want to print row multiply column. So for that we need column also, and here print row multiply column, and also format this using fstring, center alignment, width as 4, close, and also use end as space because we want to print the next number in the same line. After completing a row, we want to print the next row in the next line, so we'll use print function here. So we are done. Let's save this and execute this. Let's take table size as 5, and here you can see the output. Let me take 10 and here you can see the output. Also you can change row numbers and column numbers here. If you want, you can take size plus 1 and here to multiply size plus 1 like this. Save and execute. If I take table size as 6, here you can see from 7, row number from 7. Okay, so this is how you can display a simple multiplication table using print function and for loop. Here string formatting plays an important role. That's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.